time to begin. Good morning, everybody. My name is Amy, and welcome to our morning yoga class. I'm coming at you live from a hotel room here in Los Angeles, so making it work in maybe a tight space, but hopefully you'll be able to see me just fine. As always, this is an all levels flow, so it'll be for everybody, all ages, all experience levels, no matter what you're dealing with. Hopefully you'll be able to find something that works with you within this flow. So I'm going to give you lots of options, ways to make things harder if that's what you want, or easier if that's what you need. So just pay attention to the choices that serve you best, and feel free always to modify as needed. And today we're going to be really focusing on your shoulders. I've been kind of sleeping a lot, really curled in and needing to open up through the chest, open up through the back, and get the shoulders mobilized. So we're going to focus on those today. But as always, we'll also work your entire body from head to toe so that you can start your morning off right. So let's start. We're actually going to start in a child's pose. I'll have you bring your toes together, knees wide, and then reach your arms forward, resting your forehead down. And if that's not comfortable for you for any reason, you can stay seated, which is what I'm going to do here just for a moment. So I invite you to close your eyes. Let's just start by taking some slow, deep breaths. Really filling up, breathing in through your nose. And as you exhale, just try to relax a little bit more through your neck and shoulders. Let them drop down, finding more space between your shoulders and ears. If you're in child's pose, you're lengthening your arms forward, feeling the stretch of your ribs. Try to breathe into your back body here, letting your ribs expand in all directions. And just noticing how you're feeling today. How does your body feel? What's your energy level like? And honoring wherever you're at. We'll take just a couple more rounds here of breathing. And I want to invite you to set an intention for our practice together. So really reminding yourself how you'd like to feel. And let's distill that down into one word. So maybe you want to feel more awake, more loose. Maybe you want to feel more grounded, more calm, more grateful, quiet. Noticing however you're feeling. And then with your intention in mind, let's take a really big inhale in through your nose. Trying to hold that breath at the top. See if you can fill up with a little bit more air. And then open mouth exhale, let that go. My friends in child's pose, let's roll all the way up here to hands and knees. And place your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to take this into cat and cow. As you inhale, lower your belly, and you're going to lift your head, your tailbone up. Nice deep breath. And then as you exhale, pushing round into a cat. Let's go back and forth between those two. So inhale, heart forward. Exhaling and rounding, and maybe start to add some movements here, taking your hips, your ribs side to side. Move forward and back, loosening up through the shoulders that way as well. Hinging back from child's, and then coming up right. Really just make this your own for a moment. Loosening up through the ribs, depending on how you slept. Noticing how your body's feeling today. Good. Let's make your way back into tabletop, and then keep your hips lifted. You're going to crawl your hands forward, bow your chest down, coming into puppy dog pose. So really melting the heart forward, keeping your hips lifted above the knees, but let good stretch through the upper back, the shoulders. You can find a little movement here side to side as well. And then when you're ready, roll yourselves all the way up to tabletop and then come on down to sit. I'll have you bring your feet here in a butterfly position, Baddha Konasana. So we're going to bring the soles of our feet together, knees out to the side. Sit up nice and tall here, and we're going to take a neck stretch. So first starting, tilting your left shoulder down towards your ear, stretching out the right side of your neck. You could stay just right here. If you want a little extra assistance, you can also take your left hand lightly on top of the head to feel that stretch. And try to breathe deeper into the lower part of your ribs here. If it's not comfortable to sit like this, you can also cross your legs. And then coming back upright, we're going to tilt once again left ear down towards your left shoulder, but this time rotate your head down to look past that left shoulder, and you're going to tuck your chin a little bit here. So now you can feel it more into the back of your neck, and then left hand again onto your head, feeling that back stretch. And slowly bring it back through center. I always like to find a little bit of movement in between the two poses, side to side movement. And then we'll take the other round, dropping right ear down towards your right shoulder. Stretch out the left side of your neck here. Nice deep breaths. And again, if you want, the right hand can lightly land on top of your head. Just there is a little extra weight, a little feedback. We're not pulling. And come all the way up. Once again, we'll tilt right ear down towards your shoulder. This time rotating down to look past your shoulder, tucking your chin in towards your chest. You'll feel that now. Again, it's the left side of the neck a little bit more. You could also take your right hand here on top of your head. It's just a lightweight. Try to breathe deeper down into your ribs, down into your belly. Good. All right, come on back up. Find some movement through those shoulders. And then we're all going to crisscross the ankles if they're not already. Sit up tall. Inhale, reach your arms up. Do exhale, press your palms away. Let's take that 2 more times. So big lift up, stretching to the sky. And you exhale it away. We'll take that 1 more round. Exhale it out. Good. Roll yourself all the way back up here to tabletop. And then we're going to press up to our first downward facing dog. Let's take your hands about mat's distance and then press your hips up and back. And then we're going to start to find some movement here. So bending one knee and then the other, cuddling out your feet. You can shake your head out here, yes and no. Maybe a little shift forward and back, anything that feels good for you here. Start to get adjusted. And if it's ever too much to be in down dog, you could always have both knees down as a way to modify, come to all fours. I want you to really start to feel that push through your arms. Let the work of the arms, the shoulders, help them start to loosen up. Sometimes it's counterintuitive, but often working the muscles can help them to become less tight. Okay, let's bend the knees, look forward, walk your feet up to your hands, and hang for a moment in your forward fold. Feet are hips distance or so, bend your knees a ton. If you want, you could grab opposite elbows. Come into a ragdoll sway side to side. Really let your head relax down, feeling that stretch of your back muscles here, as well as the hamstrings. You can find a sway side to side, maybe shake it out, yes and no. And then hands to your shins. Let's inhale here to a flat back, lengthen everything out. So you exhale, take your fold. And then reach your arms. Let's come all the way up to stand. Exhaling, hands together, down to your heart. All right, let's get into some movement. Inhale, reach it up. As you exhale, take your fold. Inhale, find that flat back. And then exhale, hands to the earth, step back, downward facing dog. Once again, bend your knees, look forward. And then exhale, step or float your feet back to forward fold. We'll inhale to our halfway lift. Exhale, drop it down. Then reach your arms up to stand. This time you're going to find cactus arms, bending your elbows, open up your chest, little lean back. Let's take that 2 more times. So you're reaching up to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, open up. Good, we'll go 1 more. Exhale, pull it down. Good, reach all the way up. And then exhale, fold with your flat back to forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, downward facing dog. Okay, and then 1 more round, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or float your feet, we come back to forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Then reach your arms up to stand. Exhale, hands together to your heart. Good. 1 time here, find that cactus. Exhale, pull it down. Good. This time we're going to reach up. Take your hands behind your back, clasp your hands, and then draw your hands down, lean back, open up your chest. We're going to keep the hands clasped option as you fold. So if that's too hard to keep your hands interlaced, you can also let go. You could also grab a towel or a strap, let your head go. And then here, maybe start to shimmy one shoulder down and then the other, pulling that openness through the thoracic spine. That's our upper back. And then hands down to the ground, step back, downward facing dog. Well done. Okay, let's take a big inhale in through the nose. And then an open mouth exhale. Just let some of that go. We're going to lift our right leg up here, 3-legged dog. And then if you'd like to find some movement, go for it. You can bend your knee, circle out your ankle, spread your toes, anything you'd like. Really try to push the earth away. Then we look forward, step your right foot through between your hands. Let's lower the left knee down to the ground, coming into low lunge here, Anjaneyasana. You can always stay down with your hands if you need. Otherwise, we're going to try making our way up, hands to your thigh. And then if you feel good, let's reach all the way up here. And you're opening up your heart, maybe lean it back into a back bend. Really feel your energy reaching up to the sky. All right, and then from here, right hand down to your thigh, left arm reaches up and over with this good side stretch. I want you to feel that all the way down into your left hip flexor, so try pressing your hips forward more. Good, and then lift it back up, breathe in. Good, let's take it the other way, left hand by your side, try reaching your right arm up and over. And inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands come on down to the ground. We're going to take a moment here in lizard lunge, scooting your right foot over to the right. Both hands come inside to the left of your foot. And then you could just hang out right here if this is feeling comfortable. If you're ready for more, you take it down to your forearms. And we're mostly focusing on this stretch happening here of the right inner thigh and the inner hamstrings. So I want you to keep your right hip pulling back. You can always bend your elbows to come to like a halfway crouch here if that is too much all the way down on the forearms. We're just getting started with the body, so if you're feeling creaky, don't force anything. I also like to find a little movement forward and back, as you can see here. Just to loosen everything up, encouraging the hips to start to let go. Take 1 more breath here. And then as you exhale, that right leg will come back behind you. Come on back to tabletop. Okay, hands underneath your shoulders. Let's reach the right arm up to the sky, find a twist. And you're going to draw a big circle with this right arm. It's going to go back behind you, around, forward, and up. Nice big circles here. So really opening up through the upper back, trying to trace the biggest range of motion you can. And then take it the other direction. Go the other way up and then forward, all the way around. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Let's take a twist. Thread it through underneath the left arm. Drop your right shoulder and ear down to the ground. We're going to thread the needle here, kind of like a twisted puppy pose. Your hips are lifted, your head is down, and you're relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. And then options with the left arm. You could keep it bent. If you want, you could also crawl it out straight. One final option is to take it across your low back. Feel that openness through the front of the shoulder, which is a really nice stretch here. This is called a half bind. And nice and slow, we'll unwind, take your time, reach the right arm back up to the sky. See if you can get a little more reach now. And then let's set both hands down on the ground. We'll press it back when you're ready. Downward facing dog. Okay, strong push through the arms. Let's lift the left leg up here, three-legged dog. And again, maybe some movement, bending the knee, shaking your leg out, spread your toes. Shift a little through the shoulders. You can take your ribs more underneath you, more out to the left. Notice how all that feels to move around. And then looking forward, left foot lands between your hands. Lower your right knee down to the ground. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So again, hands can be on the ground, on your thigh, or we're going to try to reach it all the way up. And see if you can stretch up, maybe look up, let your heart open. Feel that extension through your body, all this space we're creating. You're going to feel more free, more mobile, just more energized in general. Okay, take your left hand now to your thigh. Right arm reaches up and over to the left. Big stretch here through the right hip flexor. See if you can press your hips forward more. And then challenge your balance. Both arms lift up, come back through center. Drop your right arm down and then your left arm up and over towards the right. If it's too much, you could also take your right hand on a block or something, a water bottle maybe, for balance. Good, both arms up. So you exhale, hands down to the ground. And we're going to scoot that left foot over for lizard lunge. Okay, so now both hands are inside to the right of your foot. And again, you can hang out here, bend your elbows, or feel free to take it down to the forearms. Wherever you're at, we're being gentle with the body, trying not to force anything. Maybe some movement forward and back. I always like a dynamic stretch. So that's where we find a little bit of activation rather than just fully sitting. That can be good too. So if you feel like your body responds to that, feel free to stay still. But I always like a little movement to help get things going, loosen it up. Try to relax your shoulders. We're just going to take a couple more breaths here. Come back up to straight arms. Let's sweep that left leg back behind you. A little shake out if you need. And coming back to our tabletop, make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders again. Let's lift the left arm up to the sky, come into a twist. Yeah, and you're going to draw a circle with this left arm. So it's going to go down, around, and up. Really let your chest open up. Feel that expansion from fingertip to fingertip. Loosening up our upper backs here, as well as the shoulders, of course. And then try the other direction a couple of times. Let's reverse that swimming motion up and forward. Inhale, take your left arm all the way up. Let's thread the needle underneath the right arm, dropping left shoulder, left ear to the earth. Take a nice deep breath here right at the base of the shoulder blades. Same options for your right arm. It could be bent, you can crawl it out straight. Maybe you find your half bind. Try a couple of slow breaths here. And then let's unwind. Take your left arm back up to the sky. Open up a little more. Good. Let's take both hands down to the ground. Once again, we push it back, downward facing dog. Okay, strong arms here. Lift your hips up higher. Let's try reaching our right leg up again, three-legged dog. This time, try to get your legs straight. Either point or flex your foot, but see if you can lift it up higher. Maybe get it straighter. We're going to step that foot through between your hands. You're coming up to crescent lunge. So our feet are going to be about hips distance, and we're coming up right here. So both arms lift up. Okay. Now, really important to find your balance. This is going to be a little bit trickier than Warrior One. If you need more stability, take that Warrior One. So you can always set your left foot down flat. Otherwise, I'm going to challenge you just to be on the ball of your foot. Bring your right hand down to your thigh. Try reaching your left arm up and over towards the right. So really get into that side stretch. We did this move in our lower lunge version, so it should feel familiar, but also more challenging now. Also a little deeper into that left hip flexor. Ooh, been doing a lot of driving. That one hurts. Okay, let's reach both arms up. Let's take your left forearm down, right arm up overhead. You could also take your left hand to your hip if you want a little feedback, or your leg, or just let it dingle. And then inhale both arms up. Good. We're going to find eagle arms here. They go out to the sides. You're going to take your right elbow on top of the left. Now start to wrap your hands around. Maybe your palms touch here. If you can't get your palms to touch, just have your elbows together. And we're feeling that resistance of your arms pulling in opposite directions, so you feel the spread of your shoulder blades. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Try lifting your elbows up a little bit higher, and then option to tilt back just slightly, tilting from your shoulder blades. Ooh, maybe your eyes look up. Try to hold your balance. And then exhale, release your arms, reach them all the way back up, breathe in. As you exhale, we're gonna open that up to Warrior Two. Just step the left foot back. I always like to crawl it out a little bit wider apart with the feet here. And then bending your right knee, we're looking over our fingertips. So strong legs, strong arms, really feel that reach. And then reverse it, right arm up and back. Maybe bending deeper through the right knee. Stretch a little further. Welcoming in this new day, this new perspective. Let's take the right forearm down, left arm up overhead. Really is amazing. Every single day is a gift, a new opportunity to learn something new, to experience something different, and to meet ourselves, to learn more about ourselves in a new way. If you want more, feel free to take that right hand down to the earth. Try to stretch a little further. And we'll carry it all the way back up. Good. Find your Warrior Two. We'll inhale, straighten the legs, arms reach up. As you exhale, bend your right knee, come back down. Simple flow here. Let's take that two more times. Energizing through the side body. Take your arms down. So we're stretching out your diaphragm. Maybe look up. Exhale to lower. And then straighten the legs, arms reach up. Right toes turn forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Parsvrita Padottanasana. Okay, so really taking a moment to get settled. You can bend your knees, maybe find a little shift side to side. Feel free to fold further. If you want more intensity, you could grab opposite elbows, or you can take our shoulder opener here, interlacing your hands behind your back, just like we just did. Now the arms are coming up and overhead. Maybe a shimmy here, dropping one shoulder down and the other. Let yourself melt here. And letting any tension in your body melt away down to the ground. Feeling yourself start to soften. So much of the time when we're experiencing tension in the neck and shoulders, it often has to do as well with a lack of ability to breathe deeply. So even upside down, Can you focus on your breath here? It might feel a little weird. Let's see if you can breathe all the way into the lowest part of your belly. And then from here, we're going to turn our feet out. So heels in, toes out, Skandasana. You'll bend one knee, straightening out the leg. You can either stay lifted or drop it all the way down like this. We're going to take it side to side. So I got a little injury thing going on with my right knee. So I can't drop all the way down on that side. So I'm showing you like one modified version, one regular version. I want you to take this at whatever pace, whatever depth feels best for you. In the inner thighs, the inner hips to open up and start to activate. Okay, come back through center. Bend your knees. You're going to roll yourself up to stand, reach your arms up. This is star pose. As you exhale, bend your knees. And we come down into goddess pose here, also known as horse pose. I want you to get really low. Your hips are pulling back and your knees are tracking right over those second and third toes. And we're going to find another flow here. We're going to make cactus arms. Good. So as you breathe in, we're going to bring our elbows towards each other, kind of round in a little bit. As you exhale, open up your chest, arms pull back, maybe look up. Let's take that 2 more times. Breathing in. Exhale, open up. Okay, let's go one more. Opening up the body. Sit down into goddess. Reach your arms up overhead. One more breath in. As you exhale, lift up. Find warrior 2. Just pivot your feet slightly to the right, bending your right knee. One more deep breath. And then hands come down. Frame your foot, step back. Find your downward facing dog. If you want to flow through a vinyasa, please be my guest. Okay, let's take the left leg up here. 3-legged dog. And this side, we're going to try getting that leg straight. Pointer, flex your foot, and then square your hip down. Really feel the reach through the side body, length through your leg, through your core. And then we step it forward, left foot through between your hands. Crescent lunge. Remember to take your time here. Find your balance. Really root down through your left heel, as well as that right foot. And then lift both arms up. So find your balance. Okay, and then left hand down to your thigh. You're going to reach the right arm up and over. Nice side reach here, getting a little deeper into the hip flexors. Lift up, maintain your balance. Drop your right arm down. Let's lift the left arm up and over towards the right. Maybe bend a little deeper through the left knee. Come all the way up, finding your balance here. We'll take your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingers the opposite direction. So just for a moment, open up, get your heart. Feel that lift here. Good. Reach your arms back up to the sky. Open it up to warrior 2. Turn your right foot down flat. Step it back a little bit further. Yeah, so we're feeling that reach of your arms. And then reverse it. Left arm up and back. Try to bend deeper through the left knee. Reach further through the side body. Taking it into extended side angle, left forearm down, right arm reaches up overhead. And again, you have the option to go down lower. Maybe left hand down to the earth. Maybe you're floating it. Try to feel your feet, your legs work more. Good, feel energy, feel that reach. Nice slow breath. Use your exhale to lift it back up. Maybe take our flow. Legs straighten, arms reach up, you breathe in. As you exhale, back down to warrior 2. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Good, feel that stretch of your lungs, your diaphragm, your ribs. Exhale, take it down. Both legs straighten, arms reach up. Left toes turn forward. Once again, you're in your wide-legged forward fold. Head drops down. Feel free to bend your knees. And hopefully, get a little deeper into this stretch the second time around. And returning back to the deep belly breathing. Try to relax your neck. We don't want to use our accessory muscles, the muscles in our neck, our chest, the tops of the shoulders. Those muscles can engage to help us breathe when we're not fully breathing our best. And the most effective way to breathe is activating the full range of your diaphragm. So that deep belly breathing that we work on so much in yoga, it's for a reason. You want to be able to activate that throughout your entire day. So even upside down here, can you feel your breath go to the back of your ribs, the sides, the front? Everything inflates like a balloon. If you want, you can take that shoulder opener one more time, hands behind your back, finding that same interlace as before, letting your arms come up overhead. And just like before, you can also use a strap, a block, a towel, a sweatshirt, really anything that can help separate your hands. Okay, from here, turn your feet out, heels in, toes out. Start with your skandasana, side to side. And friends, if you're ready to take it up a notch, you can also do this without your arms, like a little side to side. You can also take it all the way down if you're feeling spicy in those legs, to do this without the hands. Just an extra challenge, something to work with. Keeping our knees flexible, all of our joints mobile. It's amazing the transformation that happens after just a bit of movement, coming from waking up feeling stiff, now feeling more mobilized. Okay, come back through center, roll it up. We're going to sit down into that goddess pose again. So bending the knees, knees over your heels, heels and toes go in the same direction here, knees and toes rather. Okay, so let's find our eagle arms. Once again, you're going to reach out to the side. This time your left elbow goes on top of the right, and then wrap your hands around, sit down a little lower. And then you're going to try to lift your elbows up, maybe lean back, open up a bit here through your heart. Let us stretch. Good, and then release. Roll your shoulders out for a moment. You're going to inhale, arms and elbows pull in, round a little bit, and then open up your chest, open up your back, arms separate. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale to pull in. Exhale to open up, stretch it out. Let's go 1 more. Moving slow, finding that pace. Excellent. Come on back through center. This time reach both arms up. You're going to take your right hand down, left arm up overhead, big side stretch. You can always come to just your hand or take it to the forearm. And then come back through center, both arms up. We'll take it the other way, left forearm down, the right arm reaches. Hopefully feeling some work through those inner thighs. Take it all the way up now, so you can hold both arms. Sit down a little lower. Good, deep breath in. You straighten the legs back to warrior 2. You go, bend your left knee. And then exhale, hands to the ground. You're going to step back, find your downward facing dog. Excellent work, crew. Let's shift forward. You're going to find plank pose, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, reaching your legs out long. Push the earth away. Really feel that lift up out of your shoulders. Tuck your chin slightly, extend your neck. And then whenever you're ready, lower your knees down, child's pose. Reach your arms forward. Take that stretch here. So just notice how you're feeling after that bit of movement. We have one more round, one more grand finale to play around with here. Nothing too crazy, but a little extra spice. So take this moment to breathe, to soften, to slow down. From here, roll yourself all the way back up. Let's take one last round here to go back into downward facing dog. Okay, so as promised, just a little bit more movement, and then we'll start to slow things down even more. So when you're ready, push down, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Try to get that leg nice and straight, lift it up high, strong push through the arms. And then take your right foot through between your hands. We are going to warrior one this time. Left foot down flat, bend your right knee, reach it all the way up. Good. You're going to find your cactus arms here as you exhale. Bend your elbows, open up your chest. Let's take that two more times. So big lift up. Exhale, squeeze and open up the chest. Now let's go one more time. So you're pulling your shoulder blades down and together. Feel them squeeze in. Okay, we're going to keep that same motion. Lift it up. It's time for humble warrior. Hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Draw your hands down. Lean back a little bit. As you exhale, you'll hinge forward. Let your head fall down. And really relax your upper body here. So you can actually rest your chest, your shoulder here on your right thigh if that feels good. More challenge, just try to nestle to the left of your leg. Let your head drop down. Your arms are getting that good stretch. Legs are getting lots of work. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Release and rise. Reach your arms all the way back up. Okay, good job. One more challenge for you. Hands are going to go, let's take them into eagle arms actually. We're going to go out to the side. Let's take your right elbow over your left and then wrap your arm around. So your palms are maybe touching or the backs of your hands, but really feel that glue cement of your elbows together and then lift up. We're going to take an inhale. We're launching this into a warrior three with eagle arms. So as you exhale, you're going to hinge forward, hover over your thigh. Maybe you hang out right there. If you're ready for warrior three, you lift your left leg up, finding your balance here. Extend through the top of your head, through your foot, through the left foot, as well as the right. Nice deep breath. Hold your balance. Woo! Good work. Exhale. Set it back. We find our warrior one. Nice job. A little harder with those arms, right? Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Hands return to the earth. All you have to do is step back. Downward facing dog. All right, let's try round two. Left leg up. Three-legged dog. Get it straight. Pointer flex your foot. Maybe a little bit higher. Can you square off your hips? Maybe a little more reach through the arms. Good. We step it forward. Warrior one. Right foot is down flat, pointing to the upper right corner. Our hips are square. You're bending your left knee. Good. Feel that foundation. So I want you to kind of grip the ground with your toes. Really feel your left foot here, as well as the right. And then we find our cactus arms. Exhale, open up your chest. Lean it back and then reach it back up. We'll take that two more times. Exhale, opening up the heart. Good. Reaching it back up. Let's go one more. Nice. Okay, get ready, humble warrior. This time the funky grip, the awkward thumb on top. Draw your hands down here. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, humble warrior. Let your head really drop all the way down. We don't want to hold on to any tension in the neck. And then your left shoulder is nestled in just to the right of that left leg. Let your head relax. Your arms are reaching up. You feel both feet pushing down, especially your left foot. Feel that increase of your heart rate. Make sure you're breathing. Good, and then lift it back up. Power through the left leg. Ooh, Nice job. All right. Last finale here. We'll take out eagle arms or eagle warrior. Left elbow on top of the right. Go ahead and wrap your arms around each other. Draw your shoulders down. Elbows are lifted up. Let's take an inhale. Find that lean back. Open up your heart. As you exhale, keeping your spine long, you shift forward. Weight is in your left foot. You could just come to right tiptoes. Otherwise, we pick that right leg up. Warrior 3 with eagle arms. The eagle arms are totally optional, so feel free to let go at any point. You can also hold on to a wall, a block, anything you need for balance. Good. One more breath in. Slowly land it back. Good job. As you exhale, arms reach up. Take one more breath in here. And then exhale, hands return down to the ground. Downward facing dog. Okay, hopefully we're feeling really strong through our shoulders. One time here, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet. Come on up to forward fold. We inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Reach your arms up to stand. And then exhale, hands together, down to your heart. Nice, friends. We're going to go into chair pose. So, want to keep your legs separated, hips distance. Bend your knees, reach your arms up. Feel that length through your spine, length through your body. Let's just move the arms here. So we'll take them back as you breathe in. Exhale, arms come up overhead. Good, let's go two more. Big, full range of motion. Feeling that freedom now in the upper body. Good, let's go one more. Lift it up. Final challenge here, sparrow pose. Arms go back behind you. You root down through your feet to lift your heels. So feel your big toes gripping the earth. Your heels lift up, your spine lengthens. Maybe sit a little lower. One more breath in. And then heels down, exhale, fold. Nice. Let your head relax down. Shake it out. Yes and no. One last time here. Hands to the earth. Let's step back. Plank pose. Straight arms, straight legs. Hold it. Again, shoulders down. Your heart pulls forward. Feel that good stretch. And then lower your knees down. Let's all come to your stomach here. Legs back behind you. Uncurl your toes. Rest down on your belly. Let's do some rounds of cobra. So our hands are going to come right underneath the shoulders. Shoulder blades pull down away from your ears. Heart pulls forward. Take an inhale. Lift your chest up by pushing the ground down through your hands. As you exhale, you lower down. And we're going to take this a few times. Try not to force the stretch here. So you're only going up as high as feels good. And you'll probably find that each time up, you can get a little bit higher maybe than before. The key is to keep your hips relaxed. No tension in the glutes. No tension in the low back. Let's try a couple more. Another key, keep your elbows by your sides. They're going straight back. They tend to splay out, so squeeze them in. Let's go one more time. And the last bit of note is to keep your shoulders away from your ears. So let's hold this one up. You're going to try a little twist to look over your right shoulder. And then a gentle twist to look over the left shoulder. And back through center. Exhale. Lower all the way down. Well done. You're going to stack your hands here, resting your forehead on top of them. Elbows go to the sides. Bend your knees. Let's take a windshield wiper. Really relax your shoulders, your upper body. You can start to find some movement through your ankles. Spread your toes. Any movement that feels good here. Okay, we're going to do a twist that I absolutely love. So arms come out to cactus arms here. You're bent at 90 degrees. You're facing down to start. Bend your right knee. This is called a scorpion twist. We're going to take that right leg back behind you over to the left as you turn to set your left ear down to the ground. So you're looking over to the right. And then your right foot might tap the earth. It might be floating. That's fine. Just breathe into the shoulders, the side body. Feel a good stretch through the pecs here, the front of your shoulder into your chest. Slowly bring it back through center. Slide that right leg out all the way straight. And we'll switch sides. So we'll bend our left knee, left leg up and over. Right ear to the earth. Good stretch through the right side body. Again, can you slow down your breathing? Slowly roll it back through center. Once again, stack your hands, forehead down, find that windshield wiper with your feet. Let your back relax, shoulders relax, neck relaxes. All right, go ahead and straighten your legs out. We're going to come to lie down on your back. So all you're going to do is slide your right arm over to the left and let that roll you over onto your back. And then just kind of shimmy yourself, worm yourself on over. So you're back to being on your mat. Let's start with your feet bent, or rather your knees bent. Your feet are hips distance, and we're going to take our figure four stretch. So we'll flex the right foot, cross your right ankle over your left knee, and let's pull that whole shape in, keeping your head down, tailbone down, and then maybe finding a rock side to side. So we really want to keep everything in the back relaxed on the earth. No tension in your neck or shoulders, just feeling that stretch into the hips. We worked them a bit as well. Nice, slow breaths, letting your eyes close if that feels good. We made it through a lot of hard work today, so we're slowing things down, finally getting to our slower resting pace here. Let's take the left ankle, cross it over your right knee. And then again, we'll thread the arms through. They grab on behind the right leg, head down, shoulders down, and your tailbone down. And then we'll find that rock side to side. Noticing how it feels to just be. So often we can find relief not from forcing our way through with our bodies, but rather by backing off, by finding more ease. The body tends to really listen to that and react to it and start to open up and loosen up as well. Good. Coming back through center, let's take happy baby pose, reaching for the outside edges of your feet. Your knees come towards your shoulders, and then start to find a rock side to side. So you can straighten out one leg, maybe the other, taking a moment to loosen up through the spine, the low back. Let's bring both knees into your chest, coming into a supine twist. We'll straighten out the left leg on the ground. Keep your right knee in. Take your right arm out to the right, and let's cross that right leg up and over to the left. And then maybe turn your head to look over to the right. Really feel that length through the side body, through your fingertips, your shoulder. And noticing what ways you deepened your practice today. What did you discover about yourself? Let's slide that right leg out straight, left knee in, left arm out to the left. Let's use your right hand to guide your knee across your body up and over towards the right. From there, turning your head to look to the left. Try to relax the side body. Slowly bring it back through center. We're going to set up for our final resting pose, our Shavasana. So with your legs out straight, reach your arms up overhead, stretching from your fingers all the way down through your toes. Really lengthen out, stretch it out. And then when you're ready, go ahead and release your arms by your sides, setting up for your final resting pose, your Shavasana. So we'll just be here for a couple of minutes. I want you to fully relax. Your legs are heavy, arms heavy, eyes heavy. Letting your body fully surrender to the earth. Start to find some slow movements through your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. If you have time, you're more than welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you want. But if you're ready to get back up, maybe inviting some circles through your wrists and ankles, and circle out your neck. Maybe reach your arms up overhead. Take any last movements that help you come back to your body. And then slowly roll to one side. And we're going to press ourselves all the way up to sit one last time here. Taking a moment to close your eyes. Let's bring your hands to heart center. With gratitude for yourself for taking this hour out of your day to slow down, to move your body. Gratitude for our shoulders. There's a reason there's a saying that we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, right? We tend to hold a lot of tension there. So also find some gratitude for just how much your body carries, for how it protects you and moves you through this world, through this life. And with all that gratitude, let's take one final really big inhale in through your nose. Deepest breath of your morning so far. Really breathe in. Hold your breath at the top. See if you can fill up with even more air. And then open your mouth. Let's exhale. Sigh that out together. Thank you, Yogi, so much for joining me today. It's been such a pleasure. Go ahead and open up your eyes. I hope you have a wonderful, energized, and fulfilled day. Thank you for practicing with me. It's been such a pleasure. Again, my name is Amy Baack, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.